July 30th, 2002, Tuesday. Called Ainsley today but left a message as she beeped in on the other line. I didn't catch her. She left me a message. I guess she worked from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., not 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., so I didn't get to see her. Marilyn came over at 4:20. She gave me my class ring back. I told her I never wanted it back, but I have it. We talked about everything, and she told me that Will is mad at me, and Kirk and everyone is resentful at the fact that I walked away. Fuck it. They don't try to be with me. I hate the fact that Marilyn always tells me that I was once so adamant about the guys and I staying together that I always said that they were more important than her. That was true. I can't say it is anymore. I walked her to her car and she said something about the way I made her hurt and how this is fair. I said, the only difference is that I regret the way I made you feel and I don't think you'll ever regret hurting me. I tried to hug her, but she said not to hug her after having said that. So I walked away. She yelled something behind me, but I don't know what. I walked away. I came inside and my dad yelled at my mom for making too much noise and that just set everything into place. I went into my room and Hannah Hold On by the Get Up Kids was on. I began to tear up, but tried not to. My mom walked in and saw me. She said she was sorry for walking in. I broke and burst out into tears for 30 seconds. That's it. I won't break again. No more tears. I will not break, but I will destroy. When I see everything around me crumbling, I want to hurt, but I want to hurt myself. I want to completely destroy everything I ever had. I want to burn myself through and be a hole. I want to kill my heart. I don't want to feel. I want others to hurt. I want it all to end, but I still want Marilyn. I just took down every picture of the guys, Marilyn, and poured out all of the Parrot Bay bottles I had on my shelf. Why keep a shrine to the substance that helped destroy your childhood and friendships? November Rain was playing as I did this. It felt good. It would have been a little more interesting if November Rain was on the Appetite for Destruction album. That's what I have inside right now. Appetite for Destruction. I felt like Tetsuo in a scene from Akira when he's in the hallway of the hospital and he convulses and the men surrounding him explode. I wish I could do that. Either make others explode from my emotion or explode myself. 4:10 a.m., Wednesday. I left home close to 8 p.m. and went to Best Buy and bought Piebald's We Are the Only Friends We Have, Saves the Days, I'm Sorry I'm Leaving, an Atticus compilation, Dragging the Lake, Linkin Park's Reanimation, and the complete first season of Transformers on DVD. I talked to Ainsley at 8:45 p.m. and she told me to pick her up at 10. To kill time, I called Lance to see what he was up to. I guess Forhelli got in a huge fight with her mom, and Forhelli asked Lance for a ride to her father's house in Independence. I decided to come along. It started off good, but ended kind of bad. I was trying to be nice to Forhelli since both her and I had bad days, but she wouldn't let me be nice. We planned on getting something to eat, but I was going to be late, so we were just going to drop her off. Then she acted like she wanted to eat, so we stopped at a gas station, and I bought 2 sandwiches, along with a 3-pack of condoms. Forhelli saw this. I was kind of forcing her to take the sandwich. She was hungry, but was acting pissy, so I kept trying to give it to her. Finally, we were driving away. She kept throwing the sandwich back in my lap, so I threw it out the fucking window. She got pissed at this. We got to her dad's house, and he was working in the garage. I pretended to be Eric. Otherwise, he probably would have kicked the shit out of me. The day after Forhelli and I fucked for the first time, he called me and was threatening me on the phone since I had Forhelli out till 3 in the morning. Lance took me back to my car at the theater, and I drove to Ainsley's. I was 30 minutes late, but she didn't seem to mind. She said that her grandparents were out of town and that she wanted to go over to their house and play pool, but she couldn't find the key. We went by her cousin's house to borrow keys, but her cousin was in bed, so we drove around and ended up in my hood and at my house. We got to my place about 11:45 p.m. We talked, and I showed her my stuff. We began making out and getting naked. She went down on me again. I got her shirt off and finally saw her pierced nipples. Nice. She told me she was nervous because she wasn't too experienced. Come to find out that she has only been with one guy less than 5 times. Also come to learn that she has never been pleasured orally. Until now. She seemed to like it. We had sex and it was great. She had never been on top nor done any other positions besides missionary. She moaned a lot and loud. It drove me crazy. It was really great. Afterwards, we stayed at my house until 2:45 a.m. and then I drove her home. My bad day became a great night. I just had some Alfredo sauce and spaghetti and I'm watching the first episode of Transformers. It's interesting, watching a cartoon I've not seen since 1986. End quote. I want to feel the presence and be sure. Touch the light and not be a failure. Bread on the Coker, poem, Joko, Sunflower.